Consider this question is from the topic engineering mechanics, from the subtopic that is Lagrangian, which is recently added topic, Consider a 2-degree freedom system as shown in figure, where PQ is the rigid uniform rod, rigid uniform rod. This is the rod PQ. This is the rod PQ. Okay. This is the rod PQ given to us. It is uniform rigid rod and of length B and mass small m. So assume the spring deflect only horizontally, and force F is applied at Q. Okay, and for this system Lagrangian is dash. So here, first of all, the Lagrangian term Lagrangian is given by difference in kinetic energy and potential energy of the system. So Lagrangian, that is L is equal to T minus V. So T stands for kinetic energy. This is T stands for kinetic energy. And V stands for potential energy. Right. Now, here in this, here we are required to sum up all the kinetic and potential energies. So for this block, that is block of mass M, that is block of mass capital M, will have the kinetic energy of half mx dot square. Half mx dot square will be the kinetic energy or linear kinetic energy of the block. Similarly, this rod will have the computation of kinetic energy for this rod. It will be different here. Okay, so when this block of mass M is moved forward, so this rod, the CG of this rod will be dislocated. The CG of the rod will be moved to some other position. Okay, so it will be moved along X and Y direction. Okay, it will be moved along X and Y direction from the initial position. Right. So let us consider this rod PQ. It is having some differential mass dm. Okay, let us say that it is having some differential mass at this location. Say this is dm. Okay, and the length of this differential mass is dl, and this is value is dm. So dm by dl is equal to m by b. Mass of the rod PQ is m and b is the width. So dm is equal to m by b times of dl. Okay, now this is the differential mass. Now this differential mass, when it is moving in x direction, let us say that this is located at some distance L from the end. Let us say that it is located at a distance of L from this end. So this distance will be definitely equal to L sine theta. Right. This will be equal to L sine theta. So the distance when it is displaced from the position X, okay, so here we can write linear displacement of dm, differential mass, okay, from P in x direction, that is equal to x plus L times of sine theta. Now velocity will be the differentiation of this term. Velocity equal to, that is x dot plus x dot plus L times of sine theta. So L sine theta, derivative of sine theta is cos theta. Differentiation of this term, differentiation of this term will be x dot and L sine theta. L is constant. L sine theta, derivative of sine theta is cos theta into theta dot. So L cos theta into theta dot will be the velocity. Similarly, in y direction, if I want to calculate, so the displacement, let me just draw here once again. In y direction, okay, so in y direction it is going to move like this. This is say L, and this will be, say this is making an angle of theta. So this will be L by 2 times of, or this will be L cos theta. This height will be equal to L cos theta. So displacement in y direction, So here on that mass there is some rod. That rod is also undergoing some angular displacement. This rod is undergoing some other additional angular displacement. Initially I have to assume that rod was along the straight line, and now it has displaced to this position because of the x displacement. It has moved to theta position. Previously it was straight. So in y direction, it will be L minus L cos theta. And differentiation of this velocity in x direction, this is velocity in x direction. Velocity in y direction, it will be derivative of L is 0. That is, derivative of L is 0. 0 minus L into sine theta into theta dot. Now the velocities in x and y direction are known, and we can calculate the resultant velocity also. The resultant velocity can be calculated here. So resultant velocity is equal to root over Vx square plus Vy square. So Vx, just now we have written, this is entire term is Vx and this is Vy. So this I can write it as x plus L times of cos theta into theta dot whole square plus minus of L sine theta into theta dot whole square. Right, so this will be the term. And now the kinetic energy, and now the total kinetic energy of the rod. So total kinetic energy of the rod will be equal to total Ke of rod, that is equal to half into differential mass into, this is say Vr, say this velocity as Vr. So into Vr square, half into differential mass into Vr square. So here differential mass is m by b times of dl, and Vr square means this square root will be removed, but entire term will come here. That is x dot plus L cos theta into theta dot whole square. Okay, plus this will be L sine theta into theta dot whole square. Okay, so this will be the kinetic energy of the rod. You have to simplify this. You are required to simplify this. So half into m by b. So this will be dl, and this is upon expansion. This will be dl. Okay, so this will be x square plus L square cos square theta dot square 2 into x dot into L cos theta into theta dot plus L square sine square theta plus theta into theta dot square. So this will be the simplification. Now here the differential length dl is present, so upon where dl will be multiplied with all the terms, and then we have to perform the integration. So this is half into m by b times of dl x square, the integration of dl x square, or let me just simplify further step, x square, this is L square cos square theta, L square sin square theta, that is equal to 1. So L square cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. This will be theta dot square. Theta dot square into 2xl cos theta into theta dot. Now integrate this. dl is present here and L is present. So half into m by b times of, we need to integrate. What is the length of the rod? The length of the rod is equal to b. The length of the rod is equal to b, which is mentioned here. Length of the rod is equal to b. So this is equal to dl x square dl. Here it will be equal to x square times of l, x square times of l, right? And or x square times of b. Actually here we are integrating up to the limits 0 to, you need to integrate from 0 to b. So this b means this will be x square times of b, plus this will be l cube by 3. L cube by 3 means this will be b cube by 3 theta dot square, plus this is 2x x dot, this will be L square dl into L, integration of 2 L dl will be L square. So limits will be 0 to b. So this will be equal to b square by 2 times of cos theta into theta dot that is yeah, that's all we have. So just a minute, let me add one more slide, because here it is going to take time. So I am adding one more slide. So this upon simplification, we will be getting this as half m. This is x dot. Please don't. This is x dot here. Here this is x dot. This is x dot. So half, and this b and b will be cancelled here. B and b will be cancelled here. Half mx dot square, plus this is 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 times of mb square theta dot square. Mb square theta dot square. Next is half. 2 will be cancelled, but half will be remaining as it is. 2 into this will be mbx. This is mbx dot into cos theta into theta dot. So this will be the potential energy. This will be the total kinetic energy of the rod, which is having some mass. Right? So total kinetic energy will be equal to total KE is equal to half into capital MX dot square plus half into small mx dot square plus 1 by 6 times of mb square theta dot square plus half times of mbx dot cos theta into theta dot, which will be the total kinetic energy. So far we have calculated only the total kinetic energy, right? And next is the potential energy. Potential energy is equal to that is spring energy, that is strain energy of the spring, or strain energy of spring plus potential energy of the rod plus potential energy P of rod. Right, so strain energy of the spring will be equal to This spring is stretched by kx, so this will be half kx square, and the high change in the potential energy of the spring is in y direction. It is shifting from, it is shifted by a distance of L minus L cos theta, L minus L cos theta. Okay, L minus L cos theta. So mg mass m into g into, that is it is for the length L, but if the total length of the rod is B, total length of the rod is equal to B. So here we need to express it in terms of B. So mg into B minus B cos theta, or yes, just a minute. I think here the center of gravity will be concentrated at the center of the rod. So if this is total length is B, okay, initially the rod was like this, so this will be center of gravity initial position B by 2, and once it is moved by an angle theta, so this will be the total vertical displacement, and this height will be equal to B by 2 cos theta, B by 2 cos theta. So the total the vertical displacement, net vertical displacement, is B by 2 minus B by 2 times of cos theta. Right, so here mg into B by 2 minus B by 2 times of cos theta. So, but here we are expressing the Lagrangian in the form as a function of theta and x. We are expressing the Lagrangian in the form of theta and x. So we will be not taking, this is mg into B by 2 is a constant, so we will be ignoring that. So half into kx square minus of mg into B by 2 times of cos theta. So now the Lagrangian is equal to T minus V, that is kinetic energy minus potential energy. So kinetic energy we have calculated that as half capital mx dot square plus half into small mx dot square plus 1 by 6 times of mb square theta dot square plus 1 by 2 times of mbx dot cos theta into theta dot minus the potential energy is half of kx square minus mg by 2 mgb by 2 cos theta. So this will be equal to, that is half mx dot square plus half mx square plus 1 by 6 times of mb square cos m by mb square theta dot square plus half mbx dot cos theta into theta dot minus kx square half kx square plus mg by mgb by 2 cos theta plus mgb by 2 cos theta. So this was a very good question. Okay, Lagrangian, right? So here this is, I think, option D. It is option D. That is both the translation energies of small m and capital M, and mg that is 1 by 2 times of mb theta dot and x dot cos theta, and 1 by 6 times of mb square theta dot square kx square and mg b by 2 cos theta. Okay, so this will be the kinetic energy, this will be the kinetic energy. So there are total this is 2 terms, 3, 4, 5 and 6 terms. So total there are 6 terms here. So in our equations also we have 6 terms here, so they have taken here common. Okay, so this is total 6 terms. Okay, so option D is the answer. Option D is the answer. This option D is the answer. So this is the end of the question. This question is from the topic engineering mechanics, from the subtopic system of forces. This is a very simple question. Okay, 2 rollers are placed inside the container, 2 cylindrical rollers which are placed inside the container. So both are of equal radius, each of radius 125 mm and weight is 100 Newton, and the distance between the vertical wall is 400 mm. Reaction at the point of contact between the spheres. The reaction at this, what is the force exerted exerted by each of the spheres? Okay, at the point of contact, between the 2 spheres. So here let us consider this as sphere 1, let us consider this as sphere 2. So for FBD of 1, so weight will be acting downwards, weight of that will be 100 newtons, and there will be a normal reaction because of the wall. say this as Rw1. So it is, I'm drawing here Rw1, and there will be a reaction along the line joining centers. There will be a reaction along the line joining centers. For one, this will be the reaction force. For one, the reaction force will be it will be pointing right upwards. It will be pointing right upwards. Let us say this as R12, joining 1 and 2. So this is say R12. Right. So here I need to calculate this angle. I need to calculate this angle. Once this angle is calculated, then it becomes easier for us to find the force. For that, we need to apply only Lami's theorem. Right. So here, as you can see, this is radius is 125. So total is 250. Total is 250, and this will be this side I need to calculate. Right. So this total distance is equal to 250, and this will be equal to 400 minus 125 minus 125. That is 400 minus 250, which is equal to 150. Right. So this is some angle theta. So cos theta is equal to 150 by 250. 150 by 250. That is equal to 2 by 3 cos inverse of 2 by 3, which is equal to that is 150 means this is 3 by 5 is 53s and 55. So 3 by 5 0.6 means it is 53.13. Theta is equal to 53.13 degrees. Okay, this is 53.13. Right. So now we can apply Lami's theorem here, and this will be equal to 180 minus of 53.13, and this will be equal to 90 degrees. This will be equal to 90 degrees. Right. So this I can write it as R12 divided by sine 90. R12 divided by sine 90 equal to, that is 100 by sine 180 minus sine of 180 minus theta is sine theta only. So this is sine of 180 minus 53.13. So 53.13. So this is equal to sine of 53.13. That is 100. This will be approximately equal to 0.8. This will be equal to 0.8. Sine 90 is 1. So this will be 100 by 0.8. 100 by 0.8. This will be approximately, that is 100. So this is equal to 125. This is equal to 125 newtons is the reaction force at the point of contact. Okay, this is the end of the question.